If you're looking for something to make this Super Bowl Sunday, stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, I'll be showing you guys not one, but two different type of wings recipes. The first one will be honey garlic sriracha, and the second one will be garlic butter buffalo. Both of these recipes can be done in the air fryer or the oven. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a like, and let's jump right into it. Alright guys, here are the ingredients. This recipe is fairly easy. This is what I'm using for the ingredients. I'm using buffalo sauce, and this is the seasoning that I am using. It's basically a mixture of adobo seasoning, Creole seasoning. I also added ground black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder in there, and a little bit of paprika, no salt, and that's how I made my dry seasoning. And here we have some minced garlic. I also have some cornstarch to make the chicken nice and crispy. And here is the butter. I am using unsalted butter. Also, you will need a little bit of olive oil to coat the chicken with. That way the seasoning can stick. Now I'm going to separate the drums from the flat. We are going to season the chicken. Now I do have a question. Do you guys like the drums or the flat part of the chicken? Let me know down below which one do you guys like the most. Me personally, I like the flat. Okay, that's just what I like. But anyways, I am going to basically just separate them just like so. Now it's time for me to season the chicken. I am going to use that olive oil, just pour it all over the chicken. We're going to make sure we coat the chicken well with the oil. Once you are done, you're going to add in that seasoning blend that we did earlier, or you can use basically any all-purpose seasoning that you do have in your pantry. I'm pretty sure you have one of your favorite all-purpose seasoning that you use every day. So I am just going to sprinkle it all over and toss the chicken here and there to make sure the chicken is well coated with the seasoning. Now we're going to add in our cornstarch to make the chicken wings nice and crispy. So just pour that in and mix it together. Now that we're done seasoning our chicken wings, it's looking gorgeous, well seasoned. So now we're going to use this air fryer right here to air fry them. Of course, you can bake them if you like. However, I do have a recipe. I will leave that below for you guys. So first thing you're going to do is basically use a non-stick spray to spray in the air fryer. That way your chicken doesn't stick once it's done. So we're going to place them not so close together, that way we can have them nice and crispy. This air fryer works very good for me. I love using it. However, it's not as big. I'm going to do 2 batches. Basically, I do have another air fryer, so I'm going to air fry the other one in my other air fryer. But if you guys are interested on this one, I will have a link down below for you guys. So I air fry them for about 15 minutes on 375, then flip them over and air fry it for another 15 minutes. And once they come out, they're nice and crispy and cooked through. So now I'm getting ready to make my garlic butter buffalo sauce. So I am going to melt my butter. Then we're going to add the garlic. Once that is nice and golden brown, you're going to remove it from the stove. Now in a bowl, I am going to add all of my wings. They're nice and cooked and crunchy. So now we're going to pour in our garlic butter in there. Now I'm going in with the buffalo sauce. Just pour that in, give it a nice stir, just like so. If your mouth doesn't water by now, then I don't know, because whenever I see buffalo sauce, it's just my mouth is just salivating. So here it is. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all enjoyed today's recipe. Let me know down below. Do you guys like flats or drums? Let me know down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for me if you did enjoy the recipe. The second recipe will be the honey garlic sriracha. This is giving you sweet and spicy, but in a different level. These are what you need to make this recipe: garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, Creole seasoning, pepper, honey, and you will need some freshly minced garlic, and of course the sriracha sauce, as well as some butter. Last but not least, we have the chicken wings. I am using about 2 pounds of wings. Now, first thing we're going to be doing is drizzling a little bit of olive oil on the chicken. Forgot to show you guys that part, but you already know you're going to need that, oil to make the seasoning nice and thick. Then I am going to work my hands through it, make sure it's well coated with the oil. Next, I am adding my pepper and the paprika. Of course, you can add some salt to this. I didn't think I needed salt, but I ended up adding some salt, so you'll see that after. So now I'm adding the onion powder, garlic powder, and as well as the Creole seasoning. Here I am adding a little bit of salt just to make sure it's sprinkle a little bit of salt on there. Then use your hand to mix all the seasoning with the wings. Once you're done, I'll show you guys what to do next. Now what you're going to do, you're going to bake these. To bake them, I am using a baking rack, but I am going to spray it first because I don't want the chicken to stuck on the rack once it's done baking. Now you can also make this in the air fryer, but I wanted to try something different for today's recipe because I haven't made a baked wing in so long. So I'm like, let me just bake them, because a lot of people, not everybody has an air fryer, so these are for you. If you don't have an air fryer today, I got you, okay? But if you need an air fryer, I will leave a link below for you guys. One of the best air fryer that I have in my household that I've been using. I will leave a link below if you're interested. But we're going to place the wings on the rack. Make sure you give them some space, of course, so they can be nice and crispy. And the rack obviously is for the chicken to not sit in its own water. That way it can be nice and crispy. So if you just let it sit in there, it's gonna be kind of wet and not as crispy. Now once you're done, you're going to bake this on 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. Now this is 30 minutes in. I am going to take them out and just flip them over, just so the other side can cook on 400 degrees again, obviously. And then we're going to let it bake for an additional 20 minutes or 30 if you feel like, if you want it to be extra crispy. But once they're done, this is how beautiful and crispy they are. Now I'm getting ready to make my sauce. So I am going to add the butter to a skillet. You're going to melt that. You don't need that much butter. It's just to cook your garlic. I am using fresh garlic, so I need to cook them. You don't want it to be too garlicky. Whew. Gonna be working. You're gonna need some toothpaste after this. You need to brush your teeth after this raw garlicky wings. Okay, so we're going to cook that until it's nice and golden brown, started to fragrance a little bit. Then you can add your honey and your sriracha. Now if you don't have sriracha, of course you can, you know, try some different hot sauce, but this combination together, magic. You just have to try it for yourself. You are going to fall in love. You're going to make this every single week. That's how good it is. All right, as you guys can see, my garlic are turning golden brown. Now I am going to be adding in my honey. Just pour that in just like so. And then you're going to be adding your sriracha sauce. Now we're going to let that simmer on medium-low for about 30 seconds. And at this point, your sauce is done. It's that easy, okay? So now we're about to pour the sauce onto our chicken. Now, if you think you can't make crispy wings in the oven, check this out. Once you have all of your wings in a bowl, you are going to pour all that goodness all over your wings, just like so. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now you're going to give it a nice toss. Make sure the sauce is well coated on the chicken. Then you are done. You can dive in and eat up. Now, how easy was this recipe? This is how you make honey garlic sriracha wings. I hope you guys enjoy. As always, I want to thank all of you guys for taking the time to watch today's video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me because today's recipe definitely deserves a big fat thumbs up. And also subscribe if you're new here, join the family. Leave a comment if you're going to try this out. And I will see you guys on the next recipe. Bye!